Oh, we're going to take the tibialis posterior, so it's easy. So you don't have to put your socks on yet, but you could put socks on. It would hurt. Okay. Yeah. You're ready. Yeah. So we're going to measure everybody doing the first minute. You're going to do the stand on one foot and then come up onto your toe. Okay. Then we're going to measure it. Okay. Yeah.
I have no balance.
Oh, yeah, you don't. Talk. Go ahead and talk. It's okay. Oh, just say what you want to say. You don't have to be quiet. Say what you said.
It's time to start.
Time to start. That's it. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out my toes here.
Hey. Okay. So we only have one more muscle to do. Guess what it is? Tibialis posterior. Okay. So let's take a look at it, Stephanie. Come on. Let's look at our tibialis posterior. Okay. So here's the muscle, and it attaches onto the tibia and to the fibula, so the two bones in the lower leg, and it comes, and also that little interosseous membrane. Then it comes down on the inside of the ankle, attaches to almost all the bones that make up the arch. Okay, all of these bones here, they're in blue, and then onto the metatarsal heads there, 2, 3, and 4. So that's the tibialis posterior. So there's a neat test for it. So I'm going to show you the test. Okay. So Kirk, could you do the test with me? Okay. So I'm going to just give you a little balance. Hang on, so you can help you with your balance. Okay, so stay there. Okay, you're going to stand on one foot.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're going to come up onto your toes. Okay. And then if you wobble around like that,
Yeah.
then you know that you're having trouble with what, Stephanie? Tibialis posterior. Okay.
I can feel it.
Okay.
Right there.
Tibialis posterior. Let's try it on the other foot. Okay, you're gonna stand on one foot. Then you see if you can come up onto that toe. And if you wobble around and it's difficult, then you know you have trouble with what?
Tibialis
posterior. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You take off your shoes. Yeah. Okay. So
Maybe better for
okay. Yeah. You can take off your shoes. Okay. So we're gonna. So one thing is Camille has had one problem in the past, right?
Yeah, so let's see what my balance is like.
So
I could balance better on my left foot.
Let's do this. She's going to stand on her right foot, her left foot.
Yeah.
And then she's going to come up onto her toe.
It's hard for her.
And she's wobbling around.
Okay, yeah.
So that's dysfunction of the tibialis posterior. Yeah.
Okay.
Now she's got a good excuse for having trouble with this one, right? She had polio. Okay, and she's standing on the. Oh, she's doing pretty good.
Well, you're holding two hands this time.
And so if you're wobbling around, you can't get too far up. She's getting far up, but she's wobbling around. She has trouble with her tibialis posterior. Okay, so definitely we're having trouble with that. And then Linda, let's take a look at you.
I probably can't do it at all because of the osteo and the big toes, but.
Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and have you go ahead and stand on one foot, and then come up on your toe. So a little difficult. Let's try the other one, and let's just go.
And then also I have a problem with my ankles, so I can't.
And so a little difficulty.
Yeah.
So that would show that she would probably have tibialis posterior as well as other muscles as well. Okay, so we're going to treat that muscle, and let's look at its referred pain pattern. Oh, I was just going to show you this. This is a toe spreader so you can wear at night. It's like toe socks, and then it spreads your toes while you're sleeping or while you're walking around the house during the day or in the evening. Okay, so here's our tibialis posterior. We already looked at that, and now we're going to look at the pain pattern. Okay, so this one causes really bad pain. Guess what? In your right on your Achilles tendon. So this makes you think you have really, really, really bad Achilles tendon problem. Plus, it causes pain in the heel, the arch, and all the way down to the metatarsal heads and the toes. So this causes trouble all through there, and that's the test. We saw the test, right? You stand on one foot, and then you come up onto your toes. And let's see if Stephanie, you want to show us if you could do it. I'll do Stephanie. Okay. Okay. So go ahead and Stephanie stands up. And then I'm going to measure her. So since I'm not holding the camera this time. Okay. So.
Okay, I'm trying to see where we're at.
All right. Go ahead. All right. Let's take a look here.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so all right, and then you're going to come up onto your toe.
This side is wobbly.
Okay, so and you can measure, and you can see
Sorry.
just
like
like 2 inches. Okay, okay, the other one. Let's try the other one, and come up onto your toe. So she's kind of wobbly, but here she's got about 3 inches. Okay, okay, so you're looking to come up higher than, so none of us have a good tibialis posterior at this time. So let's see if we can correct it, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so let's go, you go ahead, Stephanie. Okay, so we're going to treat the tibialis posterior. So we get our tool.
Can we use the other tool also?
Yeah, you use the that
This
tool.
one is
Why
not
don't you
as
show everybody the
treacherous.
yeah, give everybody a jackknopper tool. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have one next.
No, do you want this one instead?
No, I like this one.
So, so it starts about here. It's halfway between your tibia and your fibula. So here's your tibia. There's your fibula. So about halfway right there. That's your tibialis posterior. So we're going to stretch it like this. Give it a good stretch, and then contract it and stretch it. Contract it, stretch it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then you're going to come down and down and come all the way down into the arch and get it right all over into the arch and to the metatarsal heads right here. And onto the calcaneas and the tarsals, bones. Good. Did you find any painful spots?
Everywhere. No wonder I can't get on. No wonder I can't get on my toes. Everywhere. The
So it's
whole
really
line.
painful? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you think of it? Did you find any painful spots? You found a few?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead. Let's do the other one. So here we're gonna go. Maybe get on the other side of the over here. Okay, so here's our tibia, and over here is our fibula. And let's get halfway between the two, about right there, and then on the interosseous membrane. So we're gonna stretch it and contract it, and stretch it and contract it, and stretch it and contract it, and stretch it and contract it, stretch, contract, and come through.
Does it go around
The tarsal
heel? Does it
goes
go around?
behind the heel and down into the tarsals and the metatarsals.
Can this muscle make the Achilles tendon feel extremely short?
Yes, it feels like you have really bad Achilles tendon, like you're going to break your Achilles tendon. And it feels really bad. So it really feels like really bad Achilles tendonitis. Yeah. So let's get all where the heel bone is, and where all the tarsal bones are, and at the heads of the metatarsals is where it all attaches.
You're welcome.
And wouldn't this also prevent you from being able to do the squats?
It may, yes.
Because when I first
Yeah.
came here, I couldn't.
You couldn't do it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now another way to treat this the foot is to use our tiger tail. So let's go ahead and you can use a tiger tail, and she's got a little. Give me the little short one. Yeah. You guys take the long one.
There's another long one.
Good, thank you. Okay, so here I got a little short one of these, and this we could come in here and we could treat this doesn't go as deep, but we could treat the tibialis posterior like this, and then come down, and then we could get the tibialis posterior where it attaches on, and get it right there on the arch, right there like that, and on the heel.
There's definitely some tight ones.
Now, how about when we did the digiti minimi? So one way of treating the digiti minimi is to get right on here like this, so we can get right on there, right on the heel. Okay, and then you're going to go like this and really look for taut bands in the digit minimi right here. So you get right on that, look for those taut bands right in that digit minimi, right there. Now how about the flexor digitorum brevis? Get right on the heel, right here. You can get, and go ahead and get, and press right here, looking for taut bands, painful spots, right in the flexor digitorum brevis. Right in there. Okay, so let's go ahead into our treatment area, and we'll look at we'll check a few more things out, and look at some of us and see if we can correct some. So, if you're a therapist, how you would evaluate and treat somebody for toe pain on the bottom of the toe, and on the bottom of the great toe, the lesser toes, and the metatarsal heads. Okay. All right. So it'll just take us a second to go back there, and Stephanie, you could show some of the range of motion tests that we're going to do back there. So why don't you go ahead, and then you could also show some of the referred pain patterns. Okay. So let's go on back there.
Hope I'm not making you guys dizzy by walking back here. So here are some of the range of motion tests that we're doing today. The bent knee dorsiflex, which she, I think, has not done yet, but she will be doing pretty soon. Here's a picture of it. And the other one that we were doing that all of us had tried doing that we failed was the single heel rise, which, like Sharon had said, we were pretty weak in in the tibialis posterior.
Okay, here we are. So we're going to evaluate a couple people and take a look at them. Okay, so one of the things for the evaluating for this area would be the bent leg dorsiflexion. So we took a look at it there.
Yes.
And Stephanie, could you read the test here?
With bent knee to 90 degrees dorsiflex the ankle. There's no restrictions to the ankle, flexing it to 20 degrees. And if there is a restriction, then less than 20 degrees of the ankle flexion. The flex position passive dorsiflexion at the great toe and the 4 lesser toes indicate shortening of the flexor hallucis longus, flexor digitorum longus, respectively. So let's see how this works on the table.
Okay, so can we check you?
Sure.
Okay, so let's have you go ahead and lay in your tummy.
Love you guys too.
Okay, so we're gonna check Kirk. So here you can see, oh, that's really good. So here you go first to 90 degrees, then you're trying to get at least 20, and he's got more than that. Let's go on this side. So we're gonna go ahead, and we're gonna see this would be 90. And then you can see that it's more than 90. So so that's good. So that shows that in general he's good. So I was going to just use this. So you could also use a goniometer, and you could put it right here, and you could get it at 90 degrees, and then you could take it from and then you could go ahead and measure like that, and you could measure and see how much better than 90 it is. And then you could see, here it measures about 15. So that's good. You're supposed to have 15 to 20. Okay, so we'll do it on this side, and then here you'll see we'll go like this. And this side here, we've got 22 on this side. So it looks like we have more like 15 on this side and 22 on that side. So that's pretty good. Okay, thank you. We already did the the tibialis test, the standing on one foot.
So we're probably not as good.
Okay, go ahead, let's try it. Lay in your tummy. Okay, we're gonna test you. Okay, so here we go. So here, we can see, here it's at 90, and then we're not getting this much, so we know we have a little trouble here. So here we get a little bit, so we're, first, you see, her resting point is higher than 90, see? So first you take it to 90, and then we're gonna take it and see how much it, stretch she gets in it. So we're gonna measure that, and then that's about 10 degrees. So it'd be good if we get like 5 to 10 more, okay? Okay, so let's do it on this side. So again, it's a little tight on this left side here, right? Okay, so we first, here we go. And so here we go, and you can see, ooh, we don't have hardly any range of motion of this one. So 0 on this one. So we get it to 90 only. Okay, so we need to get a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and how about you, Linda?
I'll take a pass because I know
So,
I'm going to
okay.
flunk.
Oh, she's flunking.
She knows she's flung.
She's flunking. Okay, so shall we take a look at improving some of
Sure.
yours? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's set up the table with the body support system for us.
Okay.
And we got the one with the black
Yes.
already.
And where's the paper?
We'll have to find that too. Yeah.
Got one part.
Uh-huh.
2 parts. There's the paper. Okay. Climb up here.
Super. All right. There we go. Okay, so if we could have you come up back on your hands and knees again, because I'd like your toes off the end of the table.
Oh, you want me off? Okay.
Yeah, if we could, because then we're going to
That's
stretch.
great.
Yeah, if we could do it, that's better. Okay, so this one really did need to improve that range of motion there, didn't it? Whew.
Right.
Yeah.
What is the best way to fix drop foot?
Okay, the best way to fix drop foot is first, drop foot what's the drop foot muscle? Who knows what the drop foot muscle is?
Tibialis?
Anterior. Tibialis anterior, right. So the drop foot muscle is tibialis anterior, but also the peroneus can press on the nerve that goes to tibialis anterior, okay? So what you want to do is treat the peroneus longus and treat the tibialis anterior. And what is the nerve root that goes to tibialis anterior? Then that's what you would treat for drop foot. So 3. So how would you figure it out? Okay, so I'm going to have you help me figure it out. So let's go let's find tibialis. So let's go to tibialis anterior, okay? And so let's go to protocol 40 and look for tibialis anterior. So protocol 40, and tell us which nerve root it is.
L4 and 5.
That's it? Yeah. Just L4 and 5?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
41 is, I don't know what 41 is. It's everywhere, 41.
Okay, so you
what
have to
that
look
means.
for the muscle. Okay, so the way you look for it is so you find the muscle, right? So here's protocol 40. That's 40. And then you look for tibialis anterior. And what nerve roots is it? L4, L5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just was seeing this 41 over here.
41,
and it's on everything.
those are so it's 41 is this.
Oh, that's the range of motion. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So this is the range of motion test. So this for the tibialis anterior, it would be you'd be doing the
flip it
plantar
over.
flexion, and you'd also do a little bit of rotation like that. That's how you'd get it. So this is the and then also you could do a little bit of pronation. So you point the toe, and then you pronate a little bit. Okay, so
Will
let's
this
take a
work
look.
with someone who has like MS.
Sure it would, because whatever activates it, you could definitely, no matter what
Sorry about the
activates it.
connection being bad, guys. I'm wondering if it's the Wi-Fi or are you guys on your phones or laptops?
plugged in, right? So it's not dying anymore, right?
Arch reconnect, abdomen close and come back again. So everyone's several times are closing out and coming back in order to see what's going on.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna treat.
Oh, yeah, that's very tender.
Remember, she hit one of the muscles that she failed was tibialis anterior, so we're gonna treat that. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and so I meant to say posterior.
Yeah, posterior.
I meant to say posterior. So sort of go halfway between the tibia and the fibula. Okay. So about here, and we're gonna go right in there like that. And that's our tibialis posterior. But we're going to get it one more way. This is one way, and then we'll do another way, okay? This is one really good way, and then we're going to do another really good way. So we're going to shorten it all the way, and then lengthen it. And then shorten it all the way, and then lengthen it. And shorten it, and lengthen it. And then we're going to come down. I'm using the pointy finger.
Which is a rarity to see you use your finger, yeah.
See, I'm using my pointy finger.
It's very pointy.
I'm using my little pointy finger. And we're going to come down and come here and treat all through. So we're going to treat as it's going to attach the calcaneus to the tarsals, bones, and all the arch bones, all the muscles that make it, all the bones that make up the arch. We're going to go right here to the metatarsal heads.
We got toe bones and arch bones. This is a technical term.
Actually, Travell had that in the book in tibialis posterior. She said all the arch bones.
Okay.
I just happened to repeat that one today.
That's good enough.
Okay, then let's go ahead and let's do it another way. So another really great way to do it is I'm going to show you another way to do it. So let's have you come up on your hands and knees. I'm going to have you lay sideways and face towards the windows. So hang on 1 second while I change my position here. Okay, go ahead and face that way. And get your shoulder in the little crevice a little lower down. And I'll give you a little pillow for your head. Here, would you like a little? Okay, there you go.
Sure.
All right, so now.
It's better without this.
Oh, better.
Yeah,
Good. Get rid
way.
of that thing.
This way is better.
Get rid of it.
Sorry about the connection,
Okay,
everyone.
Okay, so here we're gonna now we're gonna take a look at the tibialis.
Oh, yeah.
But a really good way to do it is you find the tibia, and then you're gonna go in and then towards the tibia like that. So we're gonna come in this way and then towards the tibia. So I'm not gonna press too hard on her because she really feels it. Okay.
So you're kind of hooking,
So yeah,
in?
so you're gonna go. You find the tibia. You go here. You press in, and then you go towards the tibia. Because if you look at the picture of it, of the muscle, you'll see that it's like plastered onto the bones. See, it's underneath all the other bones, and it's like plastered onto the bones there. So here I'm going in this way and going and attaching and pressing into it like that, like that. Okay, I'll just leave it there while I'm doing this. So here we're pressing in and then towards the bone. So you could use your elbow and then go towards the bone like that. Press in and then towards. So I'm going to press lightly, okay?
Mhm.
And then come this way. And again through the tarsal tunnel and then down here to the arch bones. Like that. That's a really good way to get in there. So I'm just going to go lightly and kind of move it a little bit while I'm doing it. Okay, what do you, a medium, light?
Very tender.
Okay, very tender. Okay.
And why do we move it again while we're
Oh, well, I can feel, like right here, I can feel it's not working right here now.
so
I
you
can feel-
detect dysfunction.
I can detect dysfunction big time. So if we just treat it, we don't know whether it's working or not. We just treated it, we don't know if we fixed anything. Okay, now we know if it's still dysfunctional there, we can still stay there until it becomes functional.
So if it's stationary, we just know the pain level, but we don't know the function.
You don't know if it's shortening all the way, you don't know if it's lengthening all the way. Yeah. And you don't know if it's smooth movement in between either. So you're looking to see if we can feel the muscle really correcting it. Yeah.
So do you do just flexion and extension, or full range of motion?
Full range, yeah, full range. So if we can, so here, so I'm right on the muscle, but not pressing too hard because I don't want her to hurt too much. But we're really shortening it, and then really lengthening it, and then really shortening it, and see if we can really feel it while we're doing it. Great.
So could you treat yourself this way?
Yes.
Could you treat yourself?
Yeah.
Like
we did
crossing
treat it.
your, like how we were doing?
We did. Okay, yeah. So we could do it. Yeah, we could do it that way. So
For
say for instance,
self-treatment.
for self-treatment. Yep. So we could come like this, and come right into the inside here, and press right in there. So we find
Just
the
cross
bone.
your leg over your lap.
And go right in there and go towards the
People
bone.
that don't have as much flexibility as you.
Yeah, you go, and then you go like this towards the bone, just like that, towards the bone. So you go in and then towards the tibia. Okay, so that's a really good way. And then we know that we're really doing good if we can stand up on our toe without wobbling. Then we know we're really good shape. Then yeah, then we know we're really good. Okay, so can we take a look at something on you,
Sure.
Kirk? Okay, why don't we have you go ahead and lay down again? I mean, stand up, and Kirk lay down.
So did you want me to try to
Oh, stand up again?
stand up on my toes,
Okay.
see if I'm less wobbly?
Yeah, try it. Okay. So we're gonna stand. So just stand first. The test is you stand on your foot first. Okay, you stand on it, and then and then you're gonna come up on your toe. But can you see her feet? Can you go way down? Can you go down?
Yeah.
She needs to lift up her pants.
Okay, you gotta lift up your pants. She can't see.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, go ahead. Stand on your foot, and then stand on your toe.
Wow.
Less wobbly.
Like about 4 inches.
Wow.
Wow!
She's like about 4 inches off the ground.
That's the way it's
pretty
supposed
tall
to be.
That's great.
Well, that shows that it didn't need that much treatment to
It
correct
didn't
it.
need that much, right?
Wow!
That was great.
That's what we call dramatic. So that's
That was
good
dramatic.
when you get the really heel way up. So that shows that you could probably do it as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Wow, that was a big wow, wasn't it?
Yeah. Crazy.
Okay, so let's take a look at you.
Belly down.
Let's have you lay on your tummy, and we'll take a look at range of motion, a couple of the muscles. Hang on for a second. Okay, so let's have your feet on the end of the table. Okay, so which muscle shall we look at on you? Well, one we had trouble with was the same muscle, the tibialis posterior.
Yeah.
That would be
What's the question?
well, which muscle should we treat on you that you had trouble with? Let's see this side. Okay, let's look at this side. Okay, let's do the dorsiflexion on this one. That's pretty good. Dorsiflexion on this one. Oh, that's really good. So this one isn't quite as good. So we'll do this one.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you pretty comfortable up there?
Yeah.
Good.
I had trouble with the
The tibialis posterior, right? The standing toe touch. The standing toe single heel raise.
yeah.
Yeah, you had trouble with that. So let's do that one on you too. Okay?
Yeah, that's not painful, really.
And would you do the nerve root?
Let's do the nerve root on him.
I don't think we did
Let's do that. Let's do it. Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that. We'll do the nerve root on you too, okay?
Okay.
And see if that'll make a difference. So we'll do the nerve root. So which nerve roots?
L3, 4.
4, 5. I think.
4, 5, and S1, 2, and 3 were the ones for today.
Oh.
But why don't you look why don't you look on the tibialis posterior? What nerve roots are those?
I
Is
think I
it-
found something right there.
Sorry guys, maybe it might be something with Periscope today. I really am. I could try to restart the broadcast.
Look on the wall.
L5 and S2
L5,
and S2.
S1, S2. It's through.
Oh, through this whole section
Yeah.
here. Okay.
So it's L5,
through
S1, S2. Okay, well look there.
Guys, notice.
So notice that we have a little bit of myofascial pitting here.
Oh, yeah.
And this would be probably because we have some dysfunction of our soleus right here. And we could have done the soleus test, which was the heel down squat. That's our soleus test.
like where I had the extensor digitorum longus.
Okay, let's take a look at the flexor hallucis longus. Okay, so let's go ahead. That's it right there. You notice it?
Yeah.
It's
He's
a little.
noticing.
You notice that one? It's kind of painful. Okay, so I'm stretching it, and I'm contracting it. Okay, we come this way, stretching it, contracting it.
Should my big toe be a little numb now?
It shouldn't be, but is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if it is, then we know that we've got we got a little trouble there. Yeah. Okay, so
So is that nerve compression?
Yeah, probably. Hmm.
Everyone's having such a hard time connecting tonight.
Yeah. What do you think it is?
I mean, it has to probably be periscope
Mm-hmm.
because we're not getting. Well, I mean, we could try to restart it, but
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that helped last time.
Uh-huh.
Do you guys think that would help? Did that help you guys last time if we restart this broadcast or this part of it? For responses.
Okay.
They're only able to get 1 or 2 words each time and they get cut off.
Do they? Oh. Okay, so then I guess hopefully we can download it onto YouTube then. And then everyone could see it there then.
So is there another reason for his pitting edema? For it
I think
lasting that long?
I think it has to. I'd say it's not pitty edema.
No.
I would say it's myofascial pitting. So, but if it might be due to edema, but it could be due to just myofascial pitting as well. Yeah. So, what do you think? Why do you have a little bit of swelling here?
Tightness.
I think it's more tightness. I think it's more myofascial pitting than pitting due to edema.
So it's not fluid retention.
Right. It's just muscle dysfunction.
Okay.
So I said when we did the soleus, so a lot of times it'll show.
So it can mimic that. So it can mimic that.
You could say that edema mimics myofascial. I mean, you could say it either way. I mean, so it's the same. It's the same looks, but the thing is it doesn't have to do with the swelling. It has to do with the myofascial dysfunction. So when you press in and the muscle has no ability to contract and relax, it just holds your position. Yeah. So it could be one or it could be the other. Yeah. Okay, so we just did the flexor hallucis longus. Okay, how about let's do the digitorum longus? What do you think of that? Should we try it?
Sure.
Okay, so we're gonna give it a try. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, so
See if I get numbness in there.
okay, so here we're gonna go. Let's treat the digitorum. So let's take a look at that one here. Here it is. So so we just did this one, the flexor hallucis, like there. Now we're going to take a look at the flexor digitorum longus, okay? And then it comes down and goes onto all the toes. So here we're going to take a look at that one. So let's go ahead and I'm going to stretch the toes. How's that painfulness there?
Not too bad.
Okay. So stretching the toes.
Over here. Just to see.
Contracting the toes. Stretching. Also, when you stretch, you get the more superficial tissue. When you contract, you get the deep tissue. So one reason that I'm doing it is because when we're pressing in like this and stretching, we're only going to get the gastrocnemius. But if I take it off the stretch, now I'm going to get the digitorum. Okay?
Oh, okay.
So we're going to miss this. So it's really important when we're doing the hands and the feet that to get underneath to the deeper tissue, we have to put it on the short to get the superficial tissue out of the way. And go so we can go deep.
Shortening it actually enables you to go deeper.
That's correct. That's correct. Yeah. So here we're going to go down to each one of the toes. And the pitting's getting a little bit better.
So people that are doing the stretch for a warm up are only doing the superficial muscles. So maybe they could end up having cramps in the deeper muscles.
Okay, no, that's actually not exactly correct.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but the thing is if you're stretching like this, and when you're pressing in, you're going to get more. It has to do with pressing in. You're going to get more of the superficial tissue, because when you put it on the stretch, superficial tissue is going to get treated. Okay, but it's hard to get at the deeper tissue because you're mostly just getting the superficial tissue, because it's on the stretch and that's what you feel more. Okay, but if you put it on the short like that, oh, now I'm getting through the gastrocnemius and the soleus and I'm stretching it, but it has more to do with the pressure than it has to do with running or walking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like you're trying to press in, and now I'm getting really in. Yeah. Okay, so it makes a big
We'll
difference.
try to fix the connection by next week. Sorry, guys.
Well, we could also try Facebook Live instead of Periscope, and see if that works better, because that's another format. Yeah. Okay, here we're gonna go. I'm really excited about the idea of doing also Facebook Live, and then we're gonna go all the way down to the digit. And the next digit. And to where it attaches onto the distal phalanx there.
And this is what we already did up front,
Yes,
right?
we did.
So if people aren't catching
That's right.
the treatment now, they did see the protocol up
That's
front.
right. We sure did do
Right.
that. You got that right. She's got that right. Okay. How about let's teach the digity minimi on him? What do you think of that? That's like a good. You think you up for it?
Yeah, I'm up for it.
Okay, so we get.
He's down, and we got the book on top of him. He's not going to go anywhere.
He's down for it.
Okay, so here's the digity minimi. Here, take a look at it right here. Here's the digity minimi. You can see it attaches onto the heel and then onto the base of the fifth toe. Okay, so here. So we get it right on that, right there. What do you think of that?
Not bad.
Okay. So we're gonna stretch it, contract it.
Now you feel
Harder on the contraction.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gotten that.
How's it feel when I treat it compared to when you treat it?
I'm a lot easier on myself.
You put that diplomatically.
Yes, we are.
That's the right way. Diplomatic.
But it's a natural instinct, when you're working on yourself, which is why oftentimes you need a
Yes.
professional
And
help.
there's sometimes when I'm treating myself and I find a really painful spot. Stephanie? When I find a really painful spot, a lot of times I feel, and when I'm treating it, it's so painful. I say to myself, no one would treat this like I'm treating it. Because it's so painful. But then it goes away. And sometimes it doesn't bother me for 5 years or 10 years or 15 years, or a long time. So it's sort of worth it,
Yeah.
So instead of suffering all that time with the pain, you're actually getting rid of it, and then you don't have to suffer. So that's what's beautiful about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the digity minimi. How about what if we took a look at the interossei? So one way of treating the interossei would be to do the top and the bottom at the same time. So we can do that at the same time. So what do you think of the top and the bottom at the same time?
Yeah, it's pretty.
And you could do the wiggle.
That's a little on the
with it,
painful.
It's okay.
Yeah, so we could do a little wiggle if we want to. So sometimes when I'm doing the interossei, I would go ahead and spread those interossei apart, and we could go a little wiggle with it if we wanted to. And we're going to spread the little interossei apart. And we'll do a little wiggle while we're doing it.
They're better than they used to be.
Yeah, they're pretty good compared to how they used to be. And
So
that's
is
with
the
him.
wiggle making it less painful?
You could, yeah. And it's also giving it a little bit of range of motion. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, here's your webbed toe here. Okay.
For the toe socks.
Uh-huh. All right, so let's see. So that's pretty good range. Pretty good range. Good. All right, so what something else we didn't get to? I think we got to most of the things. Yeah. Okay, so we did. Oh, thank you. I kept forgetting it. It's about the fourth time I was forgetting it. Okay. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna have to give people things, people to remember things. That's good. That's good. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at him laying down, and we're gonna see. So we're gonna look at right here, L4, L5, S1, S2, S3, like that. Okay, so let's take a look and see if we can roll any of the skin here. Not too easy to roll the skin here. So this would be an important area for him, would be to treat along his spine. What, have you been doing that?
Not as much lately.
Uh-huh. So I think that would be useful to you because I can feel how the skin isn't lifting up. So all of you, so look at me. All of you, if you can feel your spines, everybody, you should be able to lift your skin up over your spine. So if you could go here and see if you can lift up your skin. And then if you can't, you know, oh, I better start treating that area. So here we're going to come right here, and we're going to look at the spine, come just lateral to it. And we're going to press in, go towards the spinous process, go towards the transverse process. So, why don't you close the door? Yeah.
So is it just an indication of muscle tightness if you can't move the skin?
So the thing is when you have nerve root dysfunction, so say for instance here, if you can't lift you can't lift the skin up here, that's showing that you have compression, slight compression of L4, 5, S1, 2, 3.
So nerve compression.
So if you have nerve compression there, slight nerve compression, it causes you to have the inability to roll the skin over the compressed nerve. So if the skin doesn't roll, you know the nerve's compressed there.
But the muscles are what are making the nerve compressed.
Well, if they are, if you treat it and it goes away, you know the muscles were causing it. Yeah, yeah. So it could be due to other reasons, but one reason, it's very common, would be muscle dysfunction of the multifidi, the rotatories, and the other paraspinals. Yeah.
So it's usually a soft tissue problem.
It's most likely, but then you can check it, you know, and see if you can correct it. Yeah, and then you know for sure. So before it goes, so if this goes, so if this is going, so this is going, you know, L4, L5, you know, here's this coming like this, S1. So S1's coming down, down, down. Okay, so before it comes down, it causes trouble down the leg. First, it causes trouble right here at the spinal root. Okay, so see if okay, it's rolling a little better. It's only a little tiny bit better. Let's try on the other side.
A little bit.
Only a little bit. Needs a lot more work. You have to spend a lot more time on that.
Spend some quality time.
You got to spend some quality time on this, yeah. Okay, so we're going to come here on this side. So I'm pressed toward the spine in a way. How's that feel? The pressure?
Yeah.
Pressure's medium,
yeah.
Not too much. So the accessory nerves that go to the spine area itself also get compressed, as well as the dermatomes, as well as the nerve that comes down to all the muscles that like we're treating in the foot.
Of sciatic pain?
Yes, of course. Yes, yes. So what nerve roots is sciatica, or the sciatic nerve? It's almost the same ones we're treating today. Yeah.
It's coming in and out now.
Still coming in and out? Yeah.
Not on our end now.
Oh, on your end.
Yes.
Oh, RN, I meant.
Oh, it's the battery. Can you plug it in?
Yeah, go ahead and plug it in. Okay, it's starting to roll. So we would have to spend some more time on this to get it to roll. But at least we got it to roll a little bit better, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and have you go ahead and stand up and see how you did with your test now. Okay, let's have you turn towards me. Okay, so let's have you go ahead and stand on one foot and then come up onto your, so is this the one we treated?
Was that the one you treated?
No, that's not the one
Yeah,
we
the other
treated.
one.
Do the
This is
one
the
you
other one.
treated.
Okay.
Okay, so you can have a comparison.
Yep, yep.
No, not quite yet.
No, not quite yet, yeah. So we have a lot more work to do.
Yeah, more work.
So we know we fixed it. Once you can stand up on your toe without
Take a
it
little while.
wobbling. Like just like you did.
Right, I was able to do
It'll
it.
take a little longer on me though.
Yeah, but did you see how tight your nerve roots there were?
Yeah.
So for you, let's go ahead and for sure treat the nerve roots, and let's for sure treat the tibialis posterior. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So next week, guess what we got going on next week? Okay. So let's see what we got going on next week. Let's check it out. Okay. Next week, we're gonna start with protocol 44, the front of the shoulder. So this is the beginning of the arm, right, everybody? Okay. So this is the beginning of the arm. So we're gonna do the next class is the shoulder pain relief program, protocol 44. And what date is next?
December 20th.
It's December 20th?
Yes.
That's incredible. Okay, December 20th before Christmas, yeah.
Yep.
And then our next class will be right after Christmas. And it'll be the back of the shoulder.
27.
Next two classes is going to be shoulder pain, rotator cuff.
Oh.
It's going to be rotator cuff, front of the shoulder pain, back of the shoulder pain. We're going to fix all the rotator
How
cuffs.
common is that? How many clients come with that complaint?
That's a big problem. Okay, so that's what's coming up. So we're hoping to see everybody and invite all your friends. Could you please invite for next time? Everyone needs to know how to fix their shoulder, hand, and arm, don't they? So let's start with the shoulder.
And we're starting at 6 o'clock?
Yes.
Next week.
Yes. Okay. Everyone, 6 o'clock next week. We're doing it. We're starting a little earlier, 6 o'clock. So we'll see you then at 6 o'clock.
December 20th.
December 20th. No, next week isn't December 20th.
Yes.
It is.
Oh,
It
is.
oh my gosh! I
Yeah.
can't believe December 20th is next
Already?
week. Already. Okay, so December 20th next week we're starting on the front of the shoulder. All right, 44. Download 44, and we're going to start on it.
Ready for the show?
Okay, ready. Ready for our ending.
Sharon and Justin
Take off our
from Free, who want you to
Okay, here we go.
remain free. We will assess and use heat,
Other foot.
then compress and repeat.
Okay.
When a trigger point is there, we'll teach you how to do self-care. This
Everybody look at
will
our
keep you, so see you back again next week.
Stand on our toes.
Hey guys. Well, we'll see you next week and I'll try to fix the connection by then. Alright. 6 o'clock. Bye.